is dark.
Well, 11.
Hope we don't lose intranet and interwebs. Good morning, if you can hear us. If you can hear us, good morning. It is pitch black outside still. It is nasty. We have a little bit of a slideshow for you today instead of doing just the normal thing that we do. So that's pretty cool. It's got 7,000 things I gotta clear up here. We'll minimize that. Dragon, good morning. Let's see if my slideshow works. Tiny Giant Evie, peace to you as well. Good morning. Oh, we did not go to sleep until 4 o'clock this morning, so he's a little tired. He's a little tired. And our camera feed is really bad this morning because it's so freaking dark outside, but I'm digging it. I think some of today's focus is really going to be on community activity this time of year, synchronicities and guiding things and activity in your community, and being resourceful. These are all things that we are not experts at, and we want to know. We'll share what we are planning on doing, but we want to know what you're doing, how we can be better pagans and be better in our community. So if you're listening to the music, this is White Bat Audio, Karl Casey. It is free, copyright free, royalty free. It is made for us to use freely, and that takes work. So we always like to share Karl Casey at White Bat Audio, YouTube. If you want to use it, great. If you're able to donate, also great. May not seem like much, but $5, $10 of a donation to somebody who gives us free music that we can use, and I really enjoy. We do support our independent artists around here, so very exciting. It's either really good when you went to bed and you're gonna make me jealous, or really bad and I'll be like, okay, well, at least I got 4.5 hours. But you got a long day today. Today's house cleaning day because I'm off this week for my birthday. Hopefully, if you guys can see the slideshow, you're going to see a mix of Mabon and some altars and some activists and volunteer stuff as well. So, again, just lots of exciting stuff. I'm really excited today. We thought we were going to cancel today, but it's next Sunday. We will not have the show, most likely. Our local friends are hosting at the local Kava bar a Twisted Sunday School where we go and we talk about all things, not just Christian things. So I'm sure there'll be some Christians there, but we plan on bringing the pagan voice to this meeting at the dry bar. So really excited about that. Thank you, Tiny Giant Evie. I am getting older, I tell you, older.
It'll be 43.
Yeah, sure.
Because I'll be 47.
I love that you don't count on purpose.
Oh, is that not right?
Mystic Manny, good morrow.
Good morrow. I'm excited about my bone.
Me too. I know a lot of witches and pagans and occultists love Samhain, and I do too. I love I think, and my thoughts on Yule are changing. I want to talk about that, but Samhain is everybody's favorite. It is my favorite. I love Samhain.
I mean, it's
but
very cool.
But there's something about Mabon. So if I ranked, it would be Samhain, Mabon, Yule now.
Yeah, and I think Samhain has a specific and strong energy, but I like the
I know, there's thunders.
I like the fall earthy feel of Mabon, where it's like, there's stuff here, but it's okay. Like, if it's not perfect, like the leaves, But you organize the leaves, but you don't always have to get rid of them completely. Something like it's kind of an in-between area. It's not.
I was wondering if part of my rebellious part of my spirit, which is not incredibly strong, but it's there. My pushback, it comes from being dawned or born, and then like my first starting years on the upswing of the cycle, the east of the cycle. But in reality, I was born in the western part of the sky. If you go by element, right? So right as the world is settling into autumn, my brain was in the dawn of its life. My human. Dude, 6:45. I know. It's too early.
My goodness. Oh God, 6:45. Ooh. Oh Lord, you're well. Thank you for joining. I'd still be asleep.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, it's.
Oh my God, 6:45. Ooh.
Good. I'm glad. I would. Yeah. Rest is so important, and we're not getting the best rest lately.
No, we're not, and that's something that's I think even been coming up a lot for me lately about treating the body right, and one of those things is rest.
There it is.
And I read an article that if you're busy or for whatever reason during the week, if you're not getting the rest you should, you can catch up on the weekend. It does help. There's studies that show that you can catch up on rest over the weekend. Oh, let me get her.
Yeah, she's not having it, is she?
Well, probably, especially with the storm. That's my petite if you heard her chirping.
Yeah, we're having the last 2 days have been weather upside down. We normally get our daily storms around 3-4 today. Yesterday, today, they're all day because I'm bands of Aaron, I'm thinking. So, yeah, and there is such thing as sleep debt, but repairing a sleep debt is not the same as getting good sleep. So, like me, knowing that the last 2 nights I didn't get a lot of great sleep, I will crash at some point today or tomorrow, and I'll pay for that. But, yeah, exactly, Manny. Normally, you're using the weekend to get caught up on all the stuff you couldn't do during the week because you're too tired coming home from work, or there's just too much to do. Too much. But today we're taking it easy. Brad has to work later. And I'm going to work on reorganizing some things in our house so that we can have better storage. As soon as he gets back, we'll get our corners going and we'll get started with our video feed. But that's an interesting thing that just popped into my head. One of the things that I'm trying to learn lately, I'm a Virgo. I like things organized. I'm a little bit of a hoarder. I like lots of things. And one of the things that I am trying to push in our house is we don't have a lot of storage. So how that storage is utilized can make a big difference in what we're doing. Like we're getting ready to go through some of our hurricane food. And I have hurricane prep set up very specifically where we have par food, which is like canned and jarred food that we eat consistently and canned. Those things, I have 5 days worth of food on hand at all times. So, for instance, and I'm just saying this to make it make sense, each week I probably eat 3 cans of corn, canned corn. Or maybe I eat corn 3 times a week, even fresh corn. I'm going to have 5 cans of corn in the closet, the pantry, in case we lose power, in case we have weather issues, or in case, the power's out or there's a storm or something. So we par out the food that we know we're going to want. That's a very, very autumn and Mabon thing to do. But also we have, small foods that can be bagged, like freeze-dried fruits. Beef jerky is a good source of protein when things aren't going well and you can't get fresh food. So things like that we have stored up 5 days worth in case of a storm. And then beyond that, I have freeze-dried food in MREs and rations for long-term if we have problems. And those things are good. But storing those things properly and putting them in the right place and having our storage organized. We have a huge closet. We do not utilize the space well, so that is the program today, is to reutilize that closet.
Nice, thank you guys.
So fun times, yes. And we have the good MREs too. They're so expensive. You can only get, I think it's 5 for $100.
Damn.
In some cases. So we just, over time, like every paycheck, I devote $50 to its own savings account, because we have a whole bunch of different savings. Like I have a fun account, a buffer account, a backup account, an overdraft account, and every pay period I put in $25.
I got to go back to doing that.
Oh, I haven't stopped. So I've got a pretty good chunk in there. And a pet one, so I can just pull $150 out and get some MREs and have an extra set. And so over the years, they're good for 20 years.
MREs are so good. I had them 25 years ago, but
I have MREs and I have rations.
I think all you had to do was hit a button and it heats.
Some of them, yeah.
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 Those are the ones we had. They were freaking good. Very high calorie, I think.
Yeah. Just going to throw this out there too. Again, the storms have been really bad the last days, and it is pretty dark outside. So if we lose internet, we'll try to come back. We do have backup power, so.
Oh, ravioli. That's not a good one.
Yeah. We have some good ones. You get a box. If you find them at the right time, you can get them on sale. Like there was one that was a box of 15 for $200. That's actually not a bad price for MREs, because like you said, it includes the heat source, water source. The water is actually bagged in the MRE if you need to reconstitute something. So.
And how long are they good for?
20 years.
That's good.
Yep. And we have both. We have a mix of different things. We have our par save stuff. We have some canned things and jarred things, for supportive foods. We have a lot of freeze dried food. Yeah. But anyway, I got on that topic because we were talking about the storm, and we were talking about activity and getting started and what Maybone represents and what we're doing today. So we need to, I guess we should call our corners. It's 9:55. We'll get this vidya going. And we'll get on today's topic. You want to start?
All right. Hear me, friends and ancestors from the east. Hear my voice carried on the air of clarity and truth. Watch over us as we cast our circle of safety and love.
See me, friends and ancestors from the south. See my flame of passion and creation seared into the energy of the universe. Watch over us as we cast our circle of limitless possibility.
Feel me, friends and ancestors from the west. Feel my love, fear, sadness, and joy. Washed into the waters, the rivers of compassion. Watch over us as we cast our circle of connection and motion.
Reach me, friends and ancestors from the north. Reach my feet and hands, the earth in my toes, and the work of my fingers. Watch over us as we cast our circle of grounding and protection.
Know me, friends and ancestors from the ether. Know my intent, know my heart, and know my spirit. Watch over us as we ask you all to join us in perfect love and perfect trust.
Hear, see, feel, reach, and know that the circle is safe, the circle is sacred, and the circle is cast.
Be it so on a rainy
So
day.
mote it be.
On a cloudy day, I love stormy weather.
Oh, I love a rainy night, such a beautiful sight. I love to hear.
Storm metric. You know it makes me feel good.
All right, now I'm not hitting any of the buttons that I need to hit. I'll get there, I promise.
I love a rainy night.
Hi.
Now you got that in my head.
Here's Finn. He's scared because there's thunder, so he won't. He needs to be close. He don't like the thunder. Hope everybody's doing well.
Well.
You okay?
Well. I'm well.
All right. Well, I'm glad you are well.
Feel the electricity and the stormy air.
Yes.
Ooh, thunder. Oh my God, Manny. I went home a couple weeks ago to Texas for literally 24 hours. And Texas has the most wonderful thunderstorms Oh my God, thunder and lightning, rainstorm. It's amazing. Nothing like it anywhere on Earth. I like those two. Thunder.
Sorry, just turn that down a hair. So yeah, we are back in our witchy room with our scared puppy dog. Ma's not scared of storms, but Finn is. And it's funny because he will not lay on the here. He wants to be attached to me. Like I can't. I'm trying to pawn him off on the table so I can at least rest my arm, and that's just not happening. Instead, he likes to stand in my hand.
He's a handstander, a grandstander. He's a handsome stander, Salicha.
I'm sorry you're scared, Bubby. I don't like it. But anyway, so we have some things to talk about. We missed a cycle yesterday. We're going to make up for it tonight.
Cycle?
New moon. New moon, which means we also missed the Mending Guild again. So our calendar's not working. But yes, we're within 24 hours basically of a new moon. So that's exciting.
Wonder if we should bring it up Wednesdays that our Discord discussion, so maybe we won't forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we just had a new moon yesterday. There's new moon in Virgo. Today we're waxing crescent in Virgo, which is cool because we're also getting ready. We're entering Virgo season on the zodiac because I am a Virgo.
You are Virgo.
Virgo, Taurus. My three mains.
Verga.
So what do you do with a new moon? What do you do with a new moon?
I don't really do anything intentional. I'm sad to say.
So we need to do something today, I think.
I could make up anything, but the truth is I don't really. So I'd like to start and observe. I would think new moon, like things clear, a fresh start, starting new things. Like I started a new job yesterday.
Definitely
so that was
new things.
Perfect on the new moon.
Yeah, definitely new things. Things that you want to put out there that need to grow or become bigger.
Hi, Temperance.
To start something, to get it going. I think of the new moon as also very introspective, where the full moon is like be out, be loud, be proud, be boisterous. The new moon is like introspect, think inside, think small, but think small, play big kind of thing.
I'll tell you what I did for the new moon yesterday. I was cleaning restrooms, outdoor restrooms in the rain, getting soaked.
Yeah, I think what's cool about it is even though like it's cleaning and you're doing this job outdoor and getting soaked, you are in a nature preserve basically.
Yes. Oh, it's wonderful. I got a new job.
It's got to be zen.
A part-time job. I needed something totally different from healthcare, and so on the weekends now for 4 hours. For really 3.5 hours each day, I'm a janitor at a wildlife preserve. And let me tell you, I have a new appreciation for my housekeepers at the facility now. Woo!
Yeah, that's awesome.
But it feels good. It feels good to be moving and to do things, and you see the results of your work immediately, which I hardly see results in my work, if not for months, or never immediately, really, in my main job. So,
yeah. Temperance, yeah, same for us. We didn't fall asleep. We just didn't even pay attention to it. It's been so stormy, we didn't even look. So we missed it. So we're going to do it today. We're not going to be mad or hateful. The energy carries over. We're still new moon energy today. So I probably will do some very short, just going outside and reveling in the absence of light because that allows us to become stronger in the darkness.
Hi, tiny giant
Evie. And do something from that kind of perspective.
Welcome.
Yeah, that is awesome, Manny, and that's what a lot of people do. I think that's a big point, is that manifestation magic, because that's what the new moon is really about. Starting that manifestation or starting the work towards manifestation. If you have something really big that you want to work towards, you start it on the new moon and you do daily workings or weekly workings until the full moon.
Okay. That's
when you burst the magic out into the world, and then you reconsider and re-educate and reverb and whatever re's you can. The 3 that I said don't make any sense, so ignore that.
I know what you mean.
As it goes back down to the new moon again.
Hi, Joy.
Love it. Joy, hello.
I have to really.
I love burning bay leaves, huh?
Oh, I was just thinking, seeing Joy may remember of something I was thinking of. I have to be really intentional and think and plan and focus on these things because I feel like, I don't know if anybody else does, but with certain medications, I feel not blocked, kind of numb, kind of just so relaxed that I lose a little bit of the feeling, like connection to things. Like Joy had told me a few years ago when I first started on those meds, she's like, "Oh my god, you kind of look like you're not really connected." I don't know. And that's something I'd like to talk about maybe later in the show. Does anybody feel that
Well,
being connected, you're not as connected if you're on certain medications?
um,
How
I
do
don't know about the
you
medication part, but it does fit. Um, because the fall, the sun setting time, the west, the afternoon, all those things are representative of the setting of life and the setting of energy and the slowing of things down and the movement into the ancestors. Um, so it is only fitting that we are having conversations around those things and what we do about that. So the only time he lets me play with his paws is when he's scared of a storm.
Hey, Debashi. Hello, Bubby. He's a handsome little boy.
So yeah, that's very fun. And we're moving into Maybone season, which we talk about this a lot. I know many people, Salann is their favorite, and Salann is my favorite. My second favorite is Maybone. My third is
Maybone?
Yule. That's my order. I love Samhain and Maybone and Yule, and I might even like Maybone a little bit more than Samhain, but
I'm thinking.
we don't really interact with it much. We don't do much for it, so we got to change that. This year, I would like to do something bigger at our house. It just low for tribe for Maybone.
Oh, Maybone. That'd be nice.
Yeah. I see the like flavors of Maybone are my favorite. Like I know one year, there's just so much stuff. I don't even want to get into that because it'll take forever. But I'm excited that we're coming. This is my favorite time of year too. For a lot of people, especially people in Florida, probably love this time of year because you can actually breathe again.
Yeah.
Except it is also season.
Yeah.
So it gets very busy down here.
Yep. Excuse me.
So if you happen to catch the beginning, we had a slideshow of Maybone altars and images going. So that was just a quick web search. But that's exciting. I love Maybone. I love the colors of Maybone. I just think of the color of leaves in Virginia. That's the colors: the golds, deep reds, rudies, browns, a little bit of greens and yellows mixed in, and like it just is rich. That's what the fall is. It's rich.
I'd like to do a little small seasonal altar.
Yeah, I think of
just like a little one.
Yeah, we should make that one a seasonal, and we just have to have an alternate place for all those things.
That's our main one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm sorry, Bubby. My arm's getting tired.
Interact with those things more.
Yeah. What else about Maybone catches your eye? Anything fun? Like I want to make our apple mead.
Definitely the colors, as you mentioned, the flavors. I think of like I don't know why.
Apple cinnamons.
Yep, and apple
Pumpkin.
cinnamon turnovers or something, or pancakes.
Pumpkin. I know, like you get into cloves; those are like leaning towards Yule, but those smells started for me in the fall. Mm-hmm. Maybone marks the fall for me.
Like you, I'm kind of like changing having a better liking towards understanding of Yule and separating it from
Christmas.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah. Manny, we had that yesterday. It was power storming yesterday, and right now it's raining, and it rarely rains in the morning, at least at our house. But it's raining pretty good right now. Even though I'm sad because I'm looking out our front door and knowing that the front lot is getting sold and there'll be a house there soon. I'll be able to see all that pretty nature.
Yeah.
Um,
I like our house.
yeah,
I feel like I want a place to go to do the nature, like the lake or the beach, whatever it is.
yeah,
Guava mead previously. Oh yeah, we did make guava mead, didn't we?
we did,
Because we got the stuff from the wine place when we went with Joy and
we did.
a few years ago.
We made guava mead. Guava was our first mead, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Our very first.
We got the puree, right?
We have 2 bottles left. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind making mead again, like what you said, in smaller batches that are manageable.
Yeah, we're never going over 1 gallon, in my opinion.
I mean, it's nice to have the result of it if you like tend to it and stuff. The yield of it, but we don't drink as much anymore, so
Yeah, we don't drink any.
so it's probably I probably not need it as much to do a bigger batches, but it is really good. I will say, the meat is very good, and it's something about connecting to
The honey, the bees, the water, the flavors, the earth, everything together.
in the older times. To me, yeah.
Yeah.
Joyce saying thank you for coming yesterday.
Yes. Oh, don't thank us for coming. We need to do that more often.
Gosh,
I was so glad to see you.
I hated to leave, like I had to for work, but
Yeah.
I was glad to get to go. It was a good turnout too.
Yeah, the tea was very nice. I really enjoyed that.
I miss the tea. The meadery we buy from here
Oh, I love that.
reminds me of you bitches. It's so
Your
good.
batches.
Oh,
You saw that on purpose. I saw you change that in your face.
no, I didn't.
Girl,
I can't
please.
see. Reminds me of you bitches. It's so good. Oh, batches. Sorry. Thank you. I can't see.
I have never made pineapple beer.
Ooh, pineapple beer. It sounds good.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, Tiny Giant Evie. That happened to my dad. He made root beer. It was so freaking good too. But in the middle of the night, we thought we heard gunshots, and it was his bottles exploding.
When your 40s start exploding in the middle of the night. Oh my god, that's funny. Is that
Yeah.
the yeast or?
The 40s, yeah, it's from the yeast. Using too much yeast or not letting it completely stop before you can.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Mama did not think it was funny.
You okay, Bubby? He's trembling. I hate it. I know you don't like the storms. I might get him these little earmuffs if he'll wear them. There's little ear things you can put on dogs that like
Oh,
mimic or mute the sound.
I'm
So-
going to do my gratitude. I'm so grateful for this rainy weather.
Speaking
for
of
being here,
tools and gratitude,
it's every hour I want to try to think like that.
we do a lot of stuff, and we are grateful for a lot of things. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about like community volunteerism and activism and political activism and engagement, among some other things, and you know how to engage more effectively or more, even just more, in the community. But I making things out of things that you have. There's something magical about that.
Oh yeah.
Like making mead, it's very alchemical. It's I have this honey, this yeast, this bottle, this water, and I'm going to put all these things together, and I'm going to get something that's completely different that has a psychological effect on me as a human. Like that to me is just neat.
That is really cool when you put them together and it changes and it's safe to consume, but it makes you altered as you drink it too, right? That's right. Rosemary broomstick.
Ooh, rosemary broomstick sounds fun.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool looking. I think yesterday. That was really neat.
I didn't see it.
Really cool.
I'll have to look for it. So, I finally finished my book.
Oh, which one? The
Astral Travel.
Astral Travel for school.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do schoolwork this week too. My TF. My TF is my BF.
Your TF is your BF.
Yeah. Thomas Francis is my best friend.
Yeah, I need to do more of that too.
Listen, learn, grow, live.
Sorry, I was just checking something real quick. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, Mystic Manny. Just, you know, the other day we were doing something in the yard and I found a couple of things and like, oh, I could use this for something, and I just grabbed them and I'm not sure what I was gonna do with them, but then I went and looked it up and tried to figure it out.
Ooh,
And we still have a lot of sticks left from the Hurricane Ian that I want to use for like wands and things.
oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But we could also make some kind of craft stick with highly smelly leaves like oregano and basil, like things that are really strong. I think that'd be fun. Ooh, I also dried my first cherry blossoms for magical use. So I'm excited about that.
Ooh,
And it's time for cinnamon brooms.
I'd like to make one if we could.
We should. I don't know how you make it with the scent though, without
I don't either.
just spraying a scent on it.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll buy one. See if we could make it. But the charm of stuff. I had any stuff I found. The outside I use wood, wooden wire, keys, and crystals. Oh, nice.
that would be very neat to see, Manny. I don't think I've seen that. To look. I like stuff like that. Like I'll make little bottles of certain herbs layered in a very specific way, and then pack them in there so it looks like a landscape. And I use those to like refocus when I'm having trouble. I had to do a real difficult conversation with a crazy employee once, and I made this bottle, and
Oh, yours it works.
It works.
Yeah. Remember that.
Cause she went nuts, but she don't work for us no more.
Mm.
Even with that though, I still did key magic for her to find the key to her next job. I want anybody to be without.
Not a connection or way to something.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean
But
that.
learn your lesson. Like I think that's my thing. Like I want them to learn the lesson enough, not necessarily be harmed, but something to happen where they think on it a minute.
Yeah.
You know, but you don't ever want anybody to. I know you don't either, to be totally without a way or a means.
Yeah.
Cinnamon brooms would require harvesting the actual branches and bundling. I would think,
Yeah. And maybe we wouldn't make
Yeah.
cinnamon brooms, but make even just some type of hand broom as a thing. That'd be kind of neat. I don't even know what weed or grass or thing would be good for that. But that'd be fun to do.
that would be fun as a
But-
craft.
Yeah, I'm almost done with my book. I'm going to switch over to reading between your grimoire that you got me and the Journey of the Souls. I want to finish.
The Apprentice Wizard one.
So those will be my two main books. I'm also reading the Game Console 2.0, which goes through every game console in the world since its inception, and that's been kind of cool. Like coffee table reading.
Mm-hmm.
But progressing in my class on metaphysics, advanced metaphysics, which is pretty cool. What are you reading? And in the meantime, what are y'all reading?
Who are y'all reading? I'm reading The Apprentice
Who are y'all
Wizard.
watching? Who are you reading? What are you doing?
And then, what is it? Dirty 30 by Janet Ivlanovich, which is a Stephanie Plum series of like 32 books now that I love just for fun. You don't have to think about anything. That's what I'm reading. And just being, getting
Finished anything
rest.
recently?
I think I haven't finished anything recently, no, but I'm about to finish the Dirty 30 book.
I want to go back to Convoluted Universe too, because that's been really good. I'm noticing I'm becoming more interested in metaphysics, even though I'm already very interested, but more interested in the advancement and advanced versions of metaphysics, quantum physics and quantum reality, and the oneness, like overarching unity of energy. It's very getting more into that. Yeah, and Manny, interestingly, I had a push the other day about astrology. We were doing something. Oh, we were having that trivia. And I'm like, I used to know all this stuff, but I haven't done much with it lately, so I'm forgetting. Like, I couldn't even remember what was the cardinal, mutable, and fixed versions of Earth.
Ooh.
I had to look it up. So I'm going to get into that more. So astrology is super cool, Manny. If you ever do something in astrology and you really like it and want to share it, let us know. We're going to host blogs and notes and things and little sections in our Discord, and we'll feature some of those on here. Or if you ever want to come on and talk about it, that'd be cool.
Sure.
enjoy.
The Prophecies of Merlin. I would like to hear about that sometime.
Is that a book, a concept, both, or is there something specific? I'd be interested in that for sure.
Yeah, it sounds like it could be a concept too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a book. I think somebody else was talking about this before in our circle. I think it might have been Jeremy.
Oh,
Somebody.
Looking out and thinking, I for one am looking forward to the fall and winter and the force of the way that nature tries to force you to rest with it getting darker earlier. I need it like this. I think this year
More
I
night
really
rides.
look forward to more night rides. That too, and just by it getting darker early, it's literally telling you need to rest and store up your energy. I'm looking forward to that.
I wish we would fall back and then they would just leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Yeah. I do too. This is by John Matthews. Okay.
Very
What do you
interesting.
think about that? Based on the translations of Lay?
Tina, hi girl.
Oh, Latin and French. Sorry.
I love that. We have so many books we need to read. So many. So I guess we should get into our main topic, huh?
Yeah, you needing the refill coffee yet?
Very close.
I think I am too.
Not
Or get to
ready yet.
Enjoy and let me know.
5 minutes or so. So we wanted to talk today about a couple of things, and I think Rook's version is different than the version that I wanted to talk about. So I think we're going to explain the difference between those versions. And I was focusing and thinking more about like community activity, volunteerism, and getting involved in your community. But it came out of a political conversation we had. So I think, Rook, you're talking a little bit more about how to actively rage against the machine, kind of.
Yeah, so are we talking like now?
Yeah.
So last night we were talking about on Apocrypha, which you should come every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
I'm going to say this, and you can say it too, because I'm going to interrupt you. If y'all haven't been to Apocrypha in a while,
Please
you should
by.
check it out. I'm not going to say what has changed in Adius's life, but it is a very, very different feeling. It is much lighter. It is much more managed and controlled.
Better conversation flow.
Really good conversation. Not that it wasn't.
Yeah, no.
But
I mean,
something, wink, wink, has changed in the last year.
or someone.
It is a very different show. I have really enjoyed, even just the last couple months, have been so much more refreshing. So if you haven't checked out Apocrypha, you should. It's Adius Dade channel. And he does a lot of other things too. The Adversary of My Adversary.
Satan with Coffee. I think it's Wednesday,
Satan
Friday,
and Coffee, yep.
Sunday.
Yep. So Satan and Coffee is going to be right after this. So that's one of the reasons why we try to get done by 11 o'clock Eastern. Because his, I think, starts at 11:30 or 11, something like that.
We always obviously enjoyed it, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
And now it's just a different temperature.
It is definitely a different temperature. It's
I think.
Yeah.
Good. Very good.
I very much enjoy it. Oh, it's power storming. That's good. I love it.
So last night it came up about, a topic of Christian assassin and some different things and programs and organizations, not really just the religion that may have indirectly influenced or led to some people doing things. The shooting of the Minnesota lawmakers a couple months ago, and we were just talking and it brought up about the legislation to have private school or public, what is it, religious
Charter
school to be funded by the taxes or something.
There was 2 articles. The one article was specifically about the Christian assassin.
Yeah.
And that was Vance Bolter killing the Minnesota lawmakers and then wounding the other ones based on some Christian hateful rhetoric and ideology.
And they were talking about violent prayer was the topic,
yep.
And we didn't mean that. We mean fervently and without weakness or something.
Mm-hmm.
But,
And the second article was specific to the charter school, where the Supreme Court was asked to review whether a charter school could be publicly funded and have a Christian specific ideology, and it failed 4-4 because one of the judges recused themselves, and then the rest was a tie, so it wasn't enough to change it. But if 4 out of 4 Supreme Justices think that it is okay for public tax money to go to a private church, I don't care what side you're on, neither of them are appropriate. I don't want it in pagan churches. I don't want it in Christian churches.
Abortion Amy is the one that recused herself, isn't
Yes.
she? I call her that because she's the one that lied about she wouldn't try to get rid of Roe versus Wade and then did.
Like immediately.
Immediately. Abortion Amy.
I'm not going to do it and then did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. But Abortion Amy she is. So that led to talking about how, undeniably Christians and Catholics are they're very organized. They're almost militant in their visibility. They're not recruiting, witnessing to people, all that stuff. It's quite organized. So what can we do as pagans or alternate spirituality groups? Well, I think we do a lot individually. Like there's people that do in little sects that focus on certain things and do a lot of good work, great work. But now with this coming down to about the schools and it affecting taxes and things like that, my area was to focus on was, hey, I think it's a good idea to get involved in local government, meaning city council. Your city council meetings should be open. The meetings should to public. They should be posted. Like I know ours here in this city are Wednesdays. You have to look at the schedule because it might change. It's not like the second Wednesday every month, but at 4 p.m. They changed it from 5 p.m., in my opinion, to discourage people from being able to come because that's how government does. But don't let it dissuade you. I'm going to start going to a city council and being visible and aware of legislation and things going down because it's good to get involved. Like a lot of people don't like to get involved in politics, but at the local level, your city government is actually where you can really see things getting done, I think, and you can have more of an impact on your community. So that's where I was kind of going with it. How can we be visible? Well, when it comes to legal and legislation, it's going to your city council meetings. So I want to do that within the next month. Just like at the Capitol here, the level you come in on is called the Plaza, and it's labeled PL. And it's a joke that it means please leave. So when you go down to that level, please leave. It's got hallways to nowhere, doors that open to walls. The Capitol here is the damnedest thing. It's on purpose. They don't want you to come.
No. And I'm not a big fan of political activism. I don't like it. I don't want to be involved in it at certain levels. It's uncomfortable, and I don't have time. But I can't sit and say that there's problems and then be the one that just says, "Oh, it's not my problem," because it is.
Yeah.
And so you have to have some level of engagement.
But you've got other people on the other side that are making it their idea, and that's what gets pushed through. Yep. So mine was more of like that community involvement and city government. You ready? Whoa. And yours was more about, sorry.
No, still on that topic. I'm not ready to change it yet.
Oh.
I was just trying to think into that last sentence. Oh, what was it? Oh, you don't have to go to a city council meeting, for example, to become active in things that can shape your political scene. And you don't even have to think of it as political. But I think one of the things that's really, truly American is standing up for people when you don't even understand or necessarily know what they need, because it's the right thing to do. So, for example, if there's a marginalized group and I'm not a part of it, I should still stand up for that marginalized group, right? Yeah. Their rights to have the same things.
Yeah.
So that's a thought process of, instead of just going to a local, what do you call it? Like council meeting, whenever you see new things happening in your city or new openings in business and charter stuff and, Chamber of Commerce stuff, attend some of those things. Go to them and become visible. Protest. There's ways to get involved in protest. Addie has said something last night I thought was extremely important, and that is one of the best ways to be an American is to protest, and I absolutely agree with that. Both sides. I will always support a Christian hate to protest.
Yeah.
You can do that. Not ever long term is not going to work out for them, but that's okay.
And like I like the of course I'm not a fan of any kind of violent protests unless it's necessary, but one of my favorite examples was how TST Satanic Temple did a protest where this might offend some people, but I love it. They literally ripped pages out of the Bible as that's the showmanship part, I guess, of it, but I loved it. Like, that's the kind of protest that says something, but you're not hurting anybody.
It's symbolic.
Symbolic. And it speaks louder than what you could even speak.
And then on that same front, one of the things that I have to combat the most, in my opinion, is stop shoving it down our throats. And my rebuttal to that is pretty much always the same. It's like, I don't want you to believe what I believe, and I'm not shoving anything down your throat. Yeah. It is your responsibility to look away if it doesn't harm you. I'm not going to the court to try to legislate Christianity to not be allowed to occur. But if you're putting a Bible in school, then we're getting the Satanic Bible too. Like, that's just what's going to happen.
Like, speaking on that, that's one thing about the banned books. I know this would never make it, but as a point, I would start a petition to ban the Bible in public places. You know what I mean? If they're going to do that, I want it banned. I don't want it in public places ever, hotel, whatever.
Yeah, and the only reason I don't,
so
the only reason I wouldn't go that route is just because if we get the ability to ban one book, then they'll have the ability to ban all.
Like, I wouldn't have the Bible in any government buildings. It has no place there.
I have no problem with it being there.
I don't think it should.
I don't think. I don't have any problem with it being a book available for people to read.
Right, I don't either.
But it shouldn't be enhanced. Yeah, right. But it shouldn't be enhanced any more than any other book that's in the student library.
Right.
There's a Bible in there. You can check it out and read it if you want. But there's also the Satanic Bible. There's also other options. But and Joy, the way you're doing it is do as we can. That's important.
Yeah.
Find a way that works for you that you can engage. And if, like me, I am not comfortable with politics. I have my own stuff to work through. I get angry too fast. I just want to shake somebody and say, how stupid can you be to not see that turd is a turd? Like, I'm sorry, but politically, that's what I believe. Turd is a turd. And it's a very obvious turd. And it smells like a turd, looks like a turd, acts like a turd. But you're calling it diamonds. I'm like, I cannot reconcile those things, and I get angry too fast. That is something I need to work through. But knowing that allows me to say, but here's what I can do. I can engage more with my community and then let my community know, hey, I'm a very successful person. I'm engaged. I'm kind. I don't hurt people. I follow the law. But I also am pagan. And just having that visibility can be a way that I can work on and kind of help. And the other, that was kind of the main topic, is that whole, like, how to engage. Like, I'm not super comfortable at protests, but I go because I think it's important. And there's just lots of different ways we can do that. There's lots of different things we can do to make a statement. I think one of the best things that groups like Cups or Pagans in general can do, or Satanists, whatever your flavor. One of the best things we can do is go out, be kind, be smart, let people know who you are, and be friendly, and then let them say, oh, you're pagan? Isn't that devil worship? No, here's what it is. Let me tell you what we believe, or what I believe. And get those conversations going. That is the only way this will ever change. That's the only way it will ever get better. And it is going to get worse before it gets better. But it's still an asshole. Yes, Manny, that is so true. I love it. But yeah, like it's setting the example. We do it at work, right? We always say to our leaders at work, you are setting the tone and the example for your team. So your team is a reflection of you. And if you're respectful and strict, but respectful and honest, then they're going to be respectful and honest. And if they're not, you're going to get them out of your team. So My best way to do it is I talk to people. I'll talk to anybody, and I'll get a response when they ask me. It's like, "Oh, are you religious?" I'm like, "I'm pagan." And if they recoil, I don't get mad. I just talking to them like, "Oh, hey, look, I understand a lot of people don't know what it means. If you're interested, I'll talk to you about it." Going out to the kava bars and this wicked Sunday school thing and having these conversations with other people because Christians and Mormons and other people show up to these things because they want to try to convert or change our minds, and we get to talk to them and say, have these conversations that you might not otherwise have. So that is that's my way. And that was the community piece that I was kind of talking about when me and Rook were talking this morning about a topic. It was that that whole I am able to portray, walk the walk per se, or walk the talk, and try to be the person I think I am and that I say that I am, and my failures are included in that, and just try to walk forward. And I think that is what is really cool about it. Y'all can't hear it, but VG grunts when she stretches. It's so cute. Um, it is so cute. She's just a grunty girl. And Rook has now lost his chair to Finnegan. But that was kind of where our main topic was. I also wanted to just throw in the mix in our topic about community in general. Yesterday at the UU, Joy being there was great. I can't tell you that moment when B was talking about gratitude and I was just itching to talk. I wasn't able to say it exactly how I was thinking it because we were just a lot going on. And I just was thinking while I was saying that, I was like, you look around this room and every single person is so immensely different from the other, and each of us brings such a strength to the table. It was just amazing to be a part of it and not feel like you need to lead it or run it. It was just we were a part of it, and that is where community lies. So the UU, going to the monthly meetings there, that's a good pagan social for us. That's very comfortable. I know we talked about doing a monthly pagan group, which I think we probably will still do under the Eclectic Prism Society.
Yeah, what? Sorry, I was helping Finn.
A social group, monthly meeting. Yeah. We talked about, we were trying to do it for a while. We do things too much. We try to do it every Sunday, then we try to do it once a month, and it's just a little bit much. But the monthly pagan social hour that Manny's talking about, discussing local events and more, coordinating for future events.
Sweet.
At a coffee shop, safe space. Yeah. Nice. And doing that, like you'll have a group of 4 or 5 people sometimes, maybe even up to 10 or more. And other people in that public space are like, what are you guys doing? This looks interesting. Like, what are you talking about? I heard you mentioning. And you can say, hey, yeah, we're a pagan group. And then you can gauge their response. If they recoil, it's like, hey, if you're interested, I'll tell you what it really means so that you're not afraid, blah, blah, blah. But that is community activity too. What is the word I'm looking for? Activism, community activism.
That'd be really neat. I think we could do that like at kava bars. I bet we could meet people through there. I think through like they have those interests.
Yeah, we can make a little flyer.
Shops. Yeah, I think Justin. I think the one we go too close would be cool with it.
My petite, look, watch this, y'all. Just watch. This dog is digging, trying to get me to pick her up. No, you can't lick my face because you lick your cooter. Sorry. Yep, don't lick me. You're nasty.
I got the cleanest coochie in the world.
Judging by the way you lick it. Oh, nope, can't have my coffee. But that is, yeah, people over here take interest. I love that. We need to do that. We have, the kava bars would absolutely do that. This Sunday thing we're doing is the 3rd Sunday of every month. And one of the kava tenders is actually hosting it. And I'm excited about it. It's next Sunday. That's why I don't know how long it's going to take, but it starts at 8 in the morning.
The Twisted Sunday School?
I think.
Yeah.
So we may not be able to do our show next Sunday because I really want to see what this looks like. And we have some people from UU that wanted to go to it too. So that's going to be fun.
It's all about people from different paths or spirituality or whatever. It seems neat.
It is. And it's very comfortable conversations.
And he's a good one to lead that. I think he's really has some different
And just in general, kava bar people are of that kind of. We've met Christians at the kava bar, and they're not the same kind of Christians.
Yeah.
They're definitely the tolerant version, and the kind version. So it's been very nice that vibe has been there. But that's a really great idea, Mystic. We need to do that.
Sing from the
The Mabinogion.
When Bran lays down and
yeah,
cross over the
I remember reading that. We read that. I read that. I don't know if you read it yet, but I want to read it again.
Oh yeah, the Mabinogion.
Yeah, we should do that. Actual book of space, make a flyer. We go there enough.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like if that one say, hey, we're having a little.
Because remember we were doing it. It was the wasn't it the Saturday before a full moon or something that we were doing it? Oh yeah, and then we would do it at the different ones. But we wouldn't remember until the day of, and then I just hadn't had any time to market it to anybody to come. Yeah. So. Or even if this one, if he does it monthly, that would be cool. I don't know if he is, or if it's a one-time thing. We're gonna go and meet, connect with those people. Yeah. It's every third Sunday. Oh, okay. With the first one being the 31st. We'll see who's. So I'm excited about that. That's next Sunday. Yeah. Yep. It's gonna be September. Tiny, yeah. Sheesh. I asked that a lot, but you know what's funny is, I think this is also kind of just a thing of so many people. I wonder why Christians are so angry. I think we see the angry ones because they're so loud. Because I know a lot that aren't angry, and what Manny says is passionate. I see that too. I don't know. There's not much difference between passionate and angry, but when it comes to things like homosexuality and paganism, I think it's angry, not passion. Because I have had somebody passionately say their belief to me without being angry and dismissive of me. Okay, if somebody comes up to me and says, I love Jesus Christ and I am having a hard time, will you pray with me? I'm like, I absolutely will. Yeah. I don't care if you call it Jesus. I don't care what you call it. I don't care. But if you're angry and aggressive to me and be like, you're going to burn in hell, I'm sorry. That's anger. That's hatred. Sucks. But I do agree with that. A lot of times it is passion that we're seeing, and we have to be careful that we separate that and not lump every person together. That is one thing I think we should do better on our other show. What's that? Is just stop saying the Christians. Yeah. Christians this and Christians. It's not the Christians. Christianity as a whole has been a very aggressive and murderful and bloody religion, but that doesn't mean that everybody in it is that way. Oh, and no. I know that's very Stockholm sounding, but there's some asshole pagans. I mean, it's... Oh, no. Granted, pagans in general aren't, as my experience, have been really kind. Well, I support what you said about the Christians, not grouping them, because we've talked about, there's, I can think of a handful that just, one in particular that went around her, she just makes her day better. Like her energy and everything, there's no intent. The thing I think, we have a hard time to reconcile is if they are part of supporter religion that is portrayed to hate. As a whole, though, historically, and you look at Christianity, there's a lot of problems. And I think that's where people are latching on to. And I'm like, yeah, but that's not where we are now. Because it's by force. If somebody tells me I should burn in hell, then I'm not going to be nice to you. Yeah. I don't care if you're Christian or not. If you're Christian and you're friendly to me and you're like, that's for you to figure out, I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. And that's the kind of activism that I like. I that's why I want to talk about these things in public spaces. Because I want people to ask questions and be like, I want people to recoil and be, oh my God, how you hang out with a Satanist? Yeah, let me tell you about them. Extremely kind, don't believe in the devil or Satan at all. In some cases, not all. It feels like we are here for a higher purpose, and that higher purpose oftentimes involves curating the world properly, which is a very good thing. It's just crazy. I know, I think, like the devil, I don't really believe in, but I think if there's symbolically, if there's any of that, I would say would be, Lucifer for the truth, the morning light, the star. That is one that I would probably, associate with or whatever, but not the traditional version of the devil. Because I'd work with any of them, I think. Even the Bible says that the snake told the truth in its own book.
and literally says God lied in its own book. It's weird.
Yeah.
But it's not so far off how they are today. So
yeah, I
Roots
think that's
run
right.
deep.
Some Christians give other Christians a bad name. It's true. It's very unfortunate. That I think I need to be better with that and stop saying Christians this and Christians that.
These
Even though,
people.
as a whole, the Christianity is where a lot of my stress came from growing. Like, it is the reason why things went poorly for me as a young kid. But that doesn't mean I get to. We were talking about this the other day too. It doesn't mean I should hang on to that and hold that against everybody. Let that go. And move on. So I think that's important
for yourself. I've learned recently when you're able to just address and let things go. It really, like people say, oh, it's for you. Forgiveness is for you. Well, that's true in the form of, it is true, because you're giving yourself grace when you really think you're giving it to the other person by moving on.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, you're giving grace to yourself, and I felt that in a powerful way last couple of weeks.
Manny, the way that is, it's the lead by example. It's so funny because I think of the last time I had this conversation, it went kind of like this. It was somebody said, "Oh, I can't believe you have Satanists in your group," and the way that I envision it handled, I didn't say it always the right way that time, but this is the way I think it makes the biggest impact. You're a Christian, right? Or whatever you're done. Say this person's a Christian. You're a Christian, right? Yep. Okay. Me and you have gotten along really well. You've been nice to me and kind to me. I have nothing against you. Do you know any Christians that are just assholes? That just are nasty, mean people? Well, of course. Great. I know some Satanists, and I know some that are assholes. They're mean and annoying, but most of them are really great. Whether they believe in it theistically or not hasn't changed how... I've never been poorly treated by a Satanist or a pagan person for that matter that I'm aware of. Except maybe one that just came to mind. And she can burn in hell herself.
Yeah, well, there was one Satanist that I was really surprised that I didn't interact with. Just the book, the thought process that was just so...
Oh, it was terrible.
Off base, what I would think of... what's the word, Thea? Trying to say... Like a religion that I can't think
it
of.
Was dogmatic indoctrination, nastiness, racism. Like, it was bad.
It's not theological Satanism. That's not the word I think of it.
Well, if you're thinking of Satan as a deity, then yeah, it's theological. There's a lot of different terms for it.
That was just bad.
Joy when the cause taints the action is when they're a shadow. Absolutely. We create more shadow that way for work. Yeah. But yeah, so that was what's important to me today. I wanted to kind of get across my thoughts and hear what you guys had to say about about that, getting engaged and getting involved. And I think the best way is grassroots, right? Just being present, being genuine, being yourself, and showing people that, oh, you're not a Christian? And you're like, yeah, and you know what? I'm not really that bad of a person either if you get to know me.
Morning, Kelvin.
Right? Here's my little luck dragon. Here's my little luck dragon, my petite.
Well, I hope that you had some good rest, Kelvin. We were just talking about earlier about how catching up on rest from the week on the weekend is a wonderful blessing. So I hope you feel well and rested.
Yeah.
I want to do the same.
Yeah, I think today was a really interesting topic for me. We could talk about it for days. There's a book on doing magic for activism. I have not read it, but I have pulled things from it. I can't remember what it's called. Is it back here? I'm going to go look, see if I can find it real
Magic for
quick.
Activism. It's a red book, is it?
Yeah,
Kind of?
it's red and black.
Yeah.
I think, didn't Joy or somebody tell us about this one?
Is it in the back or here?
I don't know. I'm going to look here real quick.
I feel like I saw it in the bedroom.
Y'all don't judge my gym shorts. Magic for the Resistance.
Magic for the Resistance.
So I pulled things out of here a couple of times. This, I think, was from the first Trump. So it's Michael Hughes, Magic for the Resistance, Rituals and Spells for Change. I haven't read it, but it functions better as a book to find things in anyway.
Like a research.
Yeah, like a resource. So very, very, very good. Heather, you're right. It was Heather. That's where we got it from. So it's Magic of the Resistance.
Yeah, that's nice. And I think what we need to do is it's like not even against the, and to me, just as much against the process as the people, because You know, I feel like that election was rigged, and it's been said over and over by even the president. So it's not just for the people. To me, it's for the process too. Like, how can that happen in our country?
Yeah.
But maybe we're just not as great as we think we are, and some things are less corrupt
Yeah,
as
and
we think we are.
we talked about that too, like patriotism, which I don't want to rehash it because I think we need to move to part 2 of today. But I can love. I mean, I feel like I've been given a lot of opportunity in the United States. Like I'm an American, and I'm proud to be one. I'm also proud to speak against it when it pisses me off. You know what I mean? Like the people that say like, "Don't you dare disrespect the flag," I'm like, you gotta
Back up,
you gotta
bitch.
respect the people the flag stands for, not just the flag.
Right.
Like it's not. That's where it gets me. Is people like, I pledge allegiance to the flag. I'm like, okay,
I do not.
I don't pledge allegiance to the flag. I am an individual, independent human being that thinks to themselves, and I'm proud to be an American, and I like it here, and I don't want to leave.
I pledge allegiance to the ideals and
But I, right, what it stands
what it
for.
stands for.
The people that are under it, even though they're assholes, everybody. Bubby, no, I can't hold you.
For which it stands. That's the part that I can get with.
It hurts my arm after a while,
To the
Bubba.
flag.
I know you don't like the thunder.
To the republic for which it stands. That's the part I think that I really like. For which it stands. For the people, the republic.
Yeah, and people are way too about they see the flag as they represent themselves. And it's very easy to pledge allegiance to the flag when you think you're the only American.
Exactly.
And people like you are the only American.
Yeah.
We are an egotistical, narcissistic bunch of people, for sure. And rightfully so in some cases. But man, we're not... We got a lot of shit to do. Our country is fucked up. But, you know what? I benefit from a lot of it.
Better than a lot. I mean, you know, in many ways. And
yeah,
lacking compared to a lot in other ways. Social part, I think, is where it's lacking.
Well, yeah, and that's one of the things like we were talking about earlier. I think that's going to be the biggest thing that we can do as pagans and gay people is get to know more people.
Yeah.
Have more people see how we're not marching down the streets with a Nazi flag trying to off people of color. Like that's, you know, the only way to know that is to change it and to exemplify it. So.
And I'm not marching door to door with the rainbow flag, sharing the good news of Madonna. I mean, or gay life.
Yeah.
I'm in your community. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not trying to throw anything in your face.
That's what kills me. Like the whole throwing it in your face. Like I don't get that. Like how is me doing my thing throwing it in your face? How is a parade? You know, there's the German Oktoberfest. And we're talking about that, but there's an Oktoberfest that happens here locally in Cape Coral. It's not shoving German down my throat.
Right.
Although that sounds fun some days.
Oh. We could try it. Aren't you German?
I am.
Let's go.
But I just don't understand that mentality. It's so sickening. Well, that was my last thought. Any other last thoughts?
No, I just think like I going back to if you want to get involved in your local city meetings or government, whatever, even just to watch them streaming part of the meetings, you know, online, just to be aware of it. If you don't act, I can say that being involved in the healthcare sector of politics, you know, lobbying and things the last 4 years now, Florida healthcare has really, it really puts you in the real and the local stuff happening, things that can affect on a national level, but you know, you really feel involved or even educated and aware. And if you do decide to get involved in local politics, I think it's somewhere you can actually make a difference instead of bitching about the overall picture.
Yeah.
Because it's frustrating. I get it.
I can understand that. I can get with that. All right. Anybody else have any comments before we move to part 2? We are going to do tarot. If you want a tarot read or a couple cards, really I should say a couple cards, then let us know. I'll take names, but also keep the conversation going. We're not shutting that down either at this very moment. I'm just trying to strategically place It's not really helping. Trying to strategically place the boxes to reduce the light issues that I'm having here. It's so funny. Like I'd have to, I don't know why it's so hard to find to limit this light up here. It's driving me bonkers. But even with the whatchamacallit down, it still gets in the way. Oh, that's better. All right, that worked. At least that helped a little bit. Anyway, y'all see that in a minute, but let's go with reads. Who wants to have a couple of cards? Manny is eating a pork chop and will take a card. I love it, Manny. That is how to do it. We got JC, we got Kelvin, Mystic Joy, Tiny Giant Evie, Temperance, Moon. All right, we got quite a few there. I'm just waiting for Rook to get his deck and come back. I'm actually using the Light Seers Tarot today. I can't show you the box because the box is helping. Excuse me, because the box is helping to hide and dispel some of the light. But Light Seer Tarot is a really fun tarot. I've used it a lot. Not recently, but it's very easy to me to read. It's very comforting. It's very pretty, modern. It's got kind of a watercolor feel to it. It's Ma Petite, I can't pull you up, honey. That hurts. Sorry, baby. She's not. You're relentless. You're relentless. But stay right there. Don't jump off. She's relentless. But I love her. Can you grab a stick of incense too? Okay. There's one on the table that's my green glyphs.
The table?
Right here.
Oh. I really want to do it. And
Shout for my petite.
How did you get up there, my petite?
Trying to dig a hole in my leg. All right, JC is up first, actually. I think. Yep. Did you grab an incense stick?
Oh no, I didn't. I should. Let me go get some.
I thought I had some over here, but I don't see them.
I love these cards.
I wish y'all could hear this dog
all
grunt.
play with these.
She is so funny. She's grunty. Grunty and huffy.
All right, Ma.
He's gonna grab some incense. Oh, I just found some in here. Huh. Yeah.
All right. Right here.
Yeah, right there.
All right, who's first, JC?
JC is first. Just cuz.
Just cuz. Excuse me, my petite.
She's so pretty.
How did you get up here? You had help.
She did have help. All right, that's what I needed. A little smoke.
Let's see.
We'll do our Seers Guild this Wednesday. We've got to do the Mending Guild. We just missed it. We just got to do it. I think we'll do that maybe tonight or tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow night better. Gian. All right, your first card is the Knight of Cups. Just take a look at these cards real quick and how neat they are. Very modern. So you've heard me talk before about the court cards. The Knight of Cups is in the court. This is the sophomore of the court. This is the strength of the court. Sometimes strength without guidance, right? It is the strong arm of the mafia, right? So the Knight of Cups generally shows up when you have this feeling of, and this is you are the knight in this image, in this read. You have had a new experience that you were really excited about. That's your page. So you've been through that, and now you're at the knight section where you're trying to learn all these new things and put all these things in place, and you're having a rough time, and it's giving you a lot of stress. The Knight of Cups, though, also represents that things are going to turn out well. They're going to turn out right for you because the knight is in control and does gain control back once he's learned a little bit more about what's going on. So just stay the course, pay attention to what's going on, stick up for yourself. That's me just giving you advice. But from the Knight of Cups, he's a knight. He is knighted. He is special. He is important. He is in control, but he's still learning. So he's got some experiences to get through before he can call himself or move up to the graces of the Queen and King. So it's going to take a little bit of work. You can tell in this deck, the knights are young. They're the younger groups. So paying attention to that energy. So good luck.
All right, and this is from the Green Glyphs Lenormand deck.
James Eads, amazing artist, my favorite tarot artist in person ever.
So I'm just playing around, started connecting with Lenormands, and the way that I've kind of been learning or practicing is to pull two cards. The first one is what is it, and the second is what does it do. So I pulled the first card is the cross. Crosses typically have a strong significance of connection, grounding, comfort, belief. And the second I pulled is the tree. So coming up this next week, whether it's beliefs or literally, like you said, standing your ground, stand strong on what it is that is your cross, whether that be, spirituality, personal life, taking a stand, doing something that's important this week just to hang on to your cross and remain grounded and firm in that. It's going to sustain you through the next week or so.
I like it.
I like those.
I love these green glyphs. I love anything James Eads does. Like, seriously.
He's really good.
I actually have another James Eads deck I was going to use today, the Light Seers, but I switched it over. Because I haven't used these in forever. Hope that gives you something, JC. But Kelvin, you are up next.
Kelvin.
Magic for the resistance.
And at the end, we will pull a sweet-ass affirmation card for the week.
I like that.
All right. Did you get Tiny Giant Evie? Yeah.
Yep. I think I got everybody. But Kelvin is up next.
You're welcome, JC.
Bubby, if you can stay on my leg, you can come up. But I'm not going to hold you across like I did.
I'm not going to venture.
Cards. You're fine.
They're really pretty.
Kelvin?
Kelvin.
I love these cards. Are so pretty.
They are really
Temperance. Pretty. So when I talk about temperance, a lot of things that we usually say with temperance is kind of like balance and this active idea of keeping things in balance, more of a homeostasis, if you will. You can see in this temperance, this individual who you might be able to see has wings, like a halo of wings behind them, but also has the moon and the sun in kind of a yin-yang fashion. So we're talking about, again, this active balance setting of temperance. So what I'm getting from this particular read or card, I should say, is the need to actively balance things a little bit better than maybe we have been. Temperance also is a very alchemical card, right? Think of tempering a sword. You make it stronger by quickly switching it from hot to cold or moving it from its opposites or what have you. So from a temperance perspective, that is going to be important in your life in the next couple of weeks. So pay attention to situations where you need balance that you have to work at. It's not just like setting the scales and leaving. It's actively manipulating energy and things to get balance to occur.
That's interesting that you pulled that card. I pulled the Sun and the Lady. So when I pulled the Sun, what is it? It's a pretty dominant force. I often associate it with like a male or the god. And then the Lady. So what does it do? It still complements something else. It complements the lady or the goddess. And this is telling me this week, while you're strong in your male or dominant type of practice or activity, don't forget the part that complements it. Even if it's a small part, there is a part that makes this whole. Pretty cards.
Very nice. I like that.
I'm getting on those.
All right. Cards. Mystic Manny.
Mystic Manny.
Up next.
Ooh, thank you so much, Moon. Ooh, I like that heart.
It's cool outside, so the AC's not kicking in, but it's getting really stuffy in here.
Manny.
Finn, look at him. You're blessed the cards?
He's blessing them. He's imbuing them with his energy.
So bad, he's scared. Mystic Manny. You can stay right there, Bubba. I don't want to ignore you. You can stay right there. Look.
Mystic Manny.
Finally, it kicked in.
You're welcome, Calvin. Lord Calvin 666.
You are welcome. Mystic Manny. Our first card is the Seven of Pentacles. So you can kind of see in there's these pinnacles, and this is kind of a gentleman kind of standing there tending to a small plant. And this person truly understands the roots of this plant. This person is in complete tune with this physical world, this plant. And he's representative of lots of hard work have gone into something, and lots of energy is being put into something where we are only seeing a very small return. We're not seeing a great result. We're not seeing big things coming, but it is coming, and we have to remember just how big and thick and strong the roots are that we don't see, right? So we're focusing maybe on the things that's up top and needing to just remember how deep the roots go and how strong those roots are and how those roots are giving sustenance to everything that we see up above. And you can see by his face and his hands that he is careful with this plant. He loves this plant. He's in tune with what's going on. This is not a card of look better at things and pay more attention. This is a card of you've got it under control. You are providing the love and care to this thing. It's not going as fast as you want it to, or you're not seeing the fruits that you want, but you know that this is what's here and what's going on. So unfortunately, it's going to take more time. You still have to get through a couple of things before we can bear fruit.
And it's funny, this is cool, I guess. So I drew number one, the garden. And then the second card is the gentleman. So
I love it.
What this is telling me is that really both support both. So the garden, when tended to by the gentleman, helps sustain life, gives sustenance. And then the gentleman to the garden, spending time, energy to plants. I think there's a connection there that is just undeniable about being in nature. So I think you kind of said about taking the time. Yeah, take the time, but enjoy the connection and how each benefits the other. The garden and the gentleman.
I love it. Lots of green and gardening for Manny. I think that's fitting.
Ooh. He just prunes his garden. That's cool. Hey, maybe that's the energy that's coming through.
Yeah. Well, I mean, pruning your garden is really important. Pruning is actually an act of temperance, right? Alchemizing and changing something. Now you're exchanging a small piece of your plant to return to the earth so that it can have much bigger and better growth and more safe and comfortable and controlled growth. Pruning is a huge act of self-love, metaphorically. Joy?
You are welcome, Mr. Manny.
All right, Joy. Two of Wands. This is a lovely, calm, comforting version of Wands, which not all Wands are. And I know some of these suits are different for how you read Joy, but for me, the Two of Wands is still a fire card, and it has this this message in here of not just wanting to or starting something or working through something, but just this wholehearted, fully engaged desire to succeed at something new. So there's things going on that we're really working through and that we're trying to make happen, and we're planning and we're thinking about what it is and what's going to happen, what's going on. But from the Wands perspective, it's the fire that we're putting out into it, and we need to put more fire into whatever it is. So I don't know if that's necessarily a balancing thing, but right now there is a deficit of fire energy, and we need to use our magic and our wands to kind of rebalance and pull more fire into whatever our workings are lately. So I would focus on things that have fire ability and that have the energy of action and creation, and that whole imagery of things getting bigger and larger and changing in a very positive way. And just work through that and bring that extra fire in, and I think you'll see some good stuff over the next couple weeks.
And I had to look up one thing, the second card, to see what kind of properties are, because I didn't know. But the first one I pulled was house, and the second was clover, and I said, what does a clover have significantly? Because I know what a house does. So this is just telling me that your basically, it says it's a very strong and potent protection and good luck charm from evil. It's telling me your house is protected and safe and secure from a magical standpoint. It's recognizing that your home is very very safe.
Maybe
Not
some
gonna
recent house strengthening working, or need to do some house warding.
Maybe. And maybe that will make sense to you, Miss Joy. House and the clover.
I love those.
Yeah.
It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator.
I love the percolator.
Tiny Giant Eevee is up next.
Cool. What else does stand in spiritual aspects? Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Tiny Giant Eevee. We have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is not the most fun card in the deck. It generally represents something that's going to happen that's not going to be fun, or maybe has recently happened. It represents heartbreak. It represents somebody coming in and causing a rift or causing a change in your world. The Three of Swords does have some grief in it. It is representative by grief, but we also have to remember that maybe working through grief of something or someone or some situation will help you be stronger on the other end. So you can see here this heart is kind of being pulled in all different areas, and there are 3 parts to it. So it has been cleaved. So it may feel incredibly just jarring and really pulled you apart, or something has really caused an effect on you and you're having to heal from it and you're kind of stuck. The Three of Swords is that moment where it says, okay, now I know this is here. I can start to heal. So look at whatever's going on with you, and if you're feeling this, maybe if you're not, I can't tell you that, heartache is coming. but it means that there's something that's causing you this heartache, and there's probably a person who's at the base of it, and that needs to separate. The Three of Swords comes up a lot when somebody's in. I'm not saying you're in this, but this is just the imagery I get with this card is somebody in an abusive relationship who has finally decided to leave, or somebody that they just found out was cheating or is lying to them about something very important. The Three of Hearts generally shows up, and that is what they call rock bottom. It's the one that says, I'm not doing this anymore. I am more important. I am more valuable. That's what I get out of the Three of Swords. A little bit can be a rough card, I know, but it also represents the ability to call something what it is, and once you've named it, you can then control it and its outcome. That's the Three of Swords.
And I drew letter and book. So, well, what is a book? It can be a story, it can be instructions, it can be directions. And what is this telling me is this week or coming up soon, there's a situation or a thought that you should sit down quietly with yourself and either write it down or journal it. And this is going to help you to put it behind you or to move through it, whatever it is, to put the thought to rest. Maybe it's something that keeps coming up in your mind or tugging at your intuition. Sit down and just write that letter or journal it and spend time with yourself, because doing so will help you move forward and continue on with your story.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense. Letter and book.
I think it's neat to pull letter and book together because both of them are representative of communication.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
You know? Hope that gives you something.
Gives you something.
I hope that moves forward and gives you the ability to make the change you need to make. That is not a fun place to be. So yeah. All right, Temperance Moon, you are last but not least. If we missed anybody, please let us know now. We can add you, but
oh, thank you. I'm glad.
Good.
TGE. Maybe we call you TGE.
Temperance. We have the Eight of Wands. This is a really cool card, a really good place for a card, and you can see the color in here is very fire, very active, very bright. The Eight of Wands is like, dude, you're hitting your stride. You have really made some creativity happen. You've made something really go for you. You've really decided to manifest, and you're getting close to manifestation in the real world. But the Eight of Wands, excuse me, the Eight of Wands is really that moment of, I actually did this. This is really, really good. Like, be impressed with your own work and be comfortable that what you're doing is good. Like, I did really good. Eight of Wands shows up a lot when people have something that they want to present, that's their own artwork. Like there's a gallery or there's something that's happening where there's going to be a show off of your stuff, or you have created a lot of new things that you're going to give out to somebody, or for your family, for whatever it is. It's that point where you've manifested, like you're so close to the physical completion of a thing, and you're feeling good about it, and you should feel good about it. That is very important. So that's the Eight of Wands.
All right. And I shuffled well, and I pulled a repeat card, literally back to back. Letter and Mountain. This is telling me this is not about, it is about communication, but not to yourself. This is literally, there's somebody this week that you need to reach out to, either with a letter, a call, a text, an email, something. If you get the thought about someone, just send them a quick communication and just say, hey, how are you doing? You might be glad you did. So Letter and Mountain. Send that communication over the distance.
Nice. And yes, Dragon, of course.
Dragon. Hey, Dragon.
Dragon Dancer, your card is Ace of Pentacles. I love aces. So aces are these not just the initiation energy, right? Because a lot of people see them as the seed, like the beginnings. And they do represent the beginnings and the start of something. But they also hold in them the secrets to all of the cards in that element, all of the things in that element. From this one tiny germination, this one tiny seed, many, many, many things can grow and it can become anything. So this Ace of Pentacles is telling you, you are growing things, you are planting seeds, you are doing things right. You will reap immense benefits from the things you plant now, and not just the physical things, the emotional things, the social things. So the bits of work that you're doing are coming around to full circle, and the Ace of Pentacles is like, yeah, keep planting. You're not done yet. Keep putting things in the ground. Keep putting ideas and thoughts out there for other people, and allow those seeds to grow. Water them, cultivate them, and you'll have a significant long line of positivity and growth for yourself. The Ace of Pentacles being a card very close to my heart, being, I'm all about the earth stuff. Everything about me is earth, and the aces alone are fun cards, the ones, but it's the pentacles and that conjunction are just so important to how things go and how things move. So that's what I've got for you today.
Okay, another repeat card, Book and Heart. Okay, so what is that? What does that tell me? What is a book? So the first thing is a book. What is a heart? A heart pumps. You have to have a heart, literally, to live, to pump the life force through you. So this is telling me, this week that knowledge or system or whatever you have, it's very important to you as much as the heart is, and just that's validation for that, and to kind of spend time with that and honor that. And if there's a working that you want to do this week, it's a really strong connection and a good time to do so. Book and heart is a really different combination.
Pretty.
All right, very pretty cards.
All right. Anybody we missed? I think we got everybody. It's been a very good conversation. I enjoyed the talk and some of the thoughts you guys bring up. I appreciate that. Remember, one of the conditions of us continuing this or doing this is that we recognize we're not the masters. We're not the teachers. We are all here to learn and teach each other things. And that is how it is and needs to be for me to be comfortable to continue doing this. So I appreciate you guys bringing your thoughts, your ideas, your concepts, and your things to the show. And when we started doing this, our goal has never been for views. I don't care about if 2 people show up or 20 people show up. I just enjoy doing it and having these conversations with you guys. It gives me life because I need it. It is very important to my social and psyche. So this has just always been an amazing thing for me. So thank you for letting us read. We're going to close out now with a sweet ass affirmation.
Sweet ass affirmation card for this week.
I love these cards. We pull them and put them in our front lobby. Lobby, really. Yeah.
I'm like in the building. That's a fucking cool building. I want to go there.
In our house, not the lobby. The foyer. Well, we don't really have a foyer either.
Well, whichever one it should be. All right. What is it? My body is my sanctuary, and I treat it with divine care. I like reading some of the things off the back. Give it to her.
You can read it. Yeah, sore throat.
When you get in line to have the fast food mascot serve shit to you on a tray, are you using your health and consciousness to their fullest capacities? To perform at your highest, you must feel your best, inside and out. Treat your body with respect and optimal care, for it is the sanctuary that carries your sacred passenger. You stand in line to have the fast food mascot serve shit to you on a tray. So I guess just try to eat a little bit healthier. That's what it's saying.
Well, respect your body more.
Yeah.
If you respect your body more, it will follow that the other things will happen.
Serve your shit on a tray.
That is definitely a message for me.
Me as well.
So, again, thank you guys for stopping in. I really appreciate it. We enjoy this so much. I know I do. I can't speak for you, but this is really a highlight of the week. And, I'm tired a lot, and we work really, really hard, and we're always busy. And sometimes I was like, I don't know if I really want to do the show. I'm tired. I'd like to sleep in. But then we always decide to do it unless there's something happening. And we're just like, I'm always so glad we did. So just be aware. Next week we may not have a show. We'll see.
It might be a Twisted Sunday School.
Yeah, because we want to go to this Twisted Sunday School and check it out. And if they let us bring up Discord, maybe we'll do that instead.
We want to support our friend. I mean,
Yeah.
How do we know?
I'd say friend.
Yeah, he's a friend. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Joy.
Thanks, Joy. It was great seeing you yesterday.
We want to see you more soon. Definitely. Thank you.
Sorry for getting you up so early, Manny.
Sorry, Manny.
All right. Y'all have a great day.
All right. Have a great Sunday. Be safe.